don't want you drawing
TED
on
Talk
my
with
shit.
All right,
Gabe and
this
Joe.
is explaining the plot to Godzilla vs.
All right,
Kong.
Gabe, I'm going to need you to give me space for the board.
Oh, okay.
TED Talk GVK. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Earth as we know it. Beautiful, blue, green. It's great. It's our ball of dirt. So, this movie, we start where? Where do we start, class? You, in the back.
On the surface.
On the surface. Where on the surface?
Skull Island.
Skull Island. Okay, which is, we have... Oh, I should have drawn this.
Draw the North Pole. Draw the continents and shit.
Draw the continents and shit, bro. I'm not that great.
There's South America.
Here we go.
There's South America.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's Mexico. Wait.
This is Mexico. It's fine. And then, I got Europe and whatever that is.
There's Spain.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Where's Africa?
There's Africa.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. Okay.
Where's Britain, Joe?
Give me Britain.
China is on the other side of this map, which is the main part of this. We'll get to that. Okay.
Do you have the eraser?
Yes.
There's an eraser on the top of this one.
There's that one in there.
Oh,
okay. Skull Island's like right here, right? They said it was like southeast of Hawaii. We start here. Thank you. And we talk about how Godzilla rampages, right, like Pensacola, right?
Yes.
Right. Because it's like,
right off the coast of Florida.
Apex. There. You
That's where
probably
the
can't even
facility
read
is.
that.
Hold up.
Where the facility is.
Zooming in on it.
This is the main facility.
Oh,
Is the one
one of their main facilities.
No, because that's the one where Mechagodzilla is.
No.
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla's in China.
He's in Hong Kong.
Wait, they had a fucking tunnel going all the way from Florida to China?
Yes, that's what that transit was.
What the fuck is this
Slow
movie?
down, child. I'll get to that. We have this here. There's like apparently Mechagodzilla Eye is being built here. That's why Godzilla Angie. So now, and then we cut to Skull Island. Apparently, K has been here for 10 years. Or more. We don't even know how long. In a giant monkey cage, We don't know how they built it. Skull Island is full of crazy-ass monsters, and why would you ever want to build anything on it?
How did they build it?
How? Something that was literally puts any football stadium or Olympic stadium to shame. To shame. And they do this.
We like the audio guy.
It's ridiculous. Okay. Enough of that. So there's that. Monkeys, whatever. But Godzilla's going Angie. So now they're like, yo, do we cut to this Oh, shit, I can't slide it. Cut to some college guy, right? College guy. Doctor, whatever. He's a quack. He's an actual quack. Are you angled on this right now?
Oh, yeah, you can.
No, you're good.
Oh, perfect. Okay, he's a quack. The leader of Apex, and we never say it explicitly, but I'm guessing it's Serizawa's son.
Yeah.
Serizawa's son. Dude plus leader go to quack. And they're like, yo, I was drinking all night. I love your theories. We should go do this shit. And they're like, okay, where do I start? So now Quack goes to Skull Island, where this little girl and what's-her-face is there. They're there, and he's like, yo, lady, I used to work in Monarch. I didn't quite catch your conversation because I was too busy laughing at King Kong being in an enclosure. They're like, yeah, we get him. They're like, we got this plan, right? We're going to go to the hollow earth. No, hear me out.
We need another diagram.
In Earth, forget what you know. This is a donut. Now this is hollow Earth. So the plan is that they're
Still confused. What's the core of the plane?
Shush. There is no core.
We're watching the program.
The Earth we know it. There are no magnetic fields.
Is this Joe's?
There is no crust. There is no mantle. There is no core. There is no nickel. It's a farce. This exists. This exists. There's power here.
And
Yes,
we want the power.
you.
We want the power.
Yes, we want the power. Damn it. And now they are like, Kong has the map. He's Boots, and we're Dora. And they're gonna go to Antarctica. Right. Their plan is going to Antarctica, and they're gonna travel at a fraction of the speed of light into the Earth. Meanwhile, Godzilla gets a hold of this shit. How they're like, yo, I can sniff this monkey. It's like, I smell some bitch up in here. And he's like, okay, pretend this is somewhere Pensacola. This surface is inside. So he's like, I'm going to go over here. And now, while they're going down here, I'm going to, fuck up Kong. Meanwhile, they have Kong stuck on some boats, whatever. They got a bunch of boats. And then Godzilla just comes in and just fucks shit up, okay? Like, so many millions of dollars lost and lives lost. It opens up Godzilla, he's coming in, and they're like, yo, Godzilla's coming. And, Kong is all upset. He's like, ooh. And he's got, like, all these chains, and, like, of course, yeah, he's going to protect you, but he's all chained up. I don't know. Yes, but he protects you, right? Hear me out. The Godzilla, he goes in, he destroys one ship, boom, boom, boom. And then he goes on, destroys more ships. Kong breaks his chains, and then he proceeds to monkey hop 200 feet onto a destroyer, and then hop again onto longer boat. And now he's like, yes, this is where I will fight giant lizard. That's a lizard, by the way. And they both get on said boat, and they fight it out for a bitch in a moment. And then they take them into the water. They're fighting and shit. Kong keeps trying to get on, and Godzilla keeps bringing them back. We get the monkey hop off of the fucking aircraft carrier. And so, Godzilla's like, all right, you know what? I'm just finally going to use my breath attack. So they do that, destroy more millions of dollars and lives,
Beautiful aircraft carrier.
Because King Kong is our protector. And, that destroyer he hopped on with those 5,000 men that were on it, they're all dead. He
protected them till
your
their dying
destiny
days.
in life was to be the spring to Sonic. That was your job. Anyways, then they have the Quack and Woman have excellent idea to say, cut everything. Cut all the power. So this is now invisible. And Big Lizard, he's confused. He is very confused. And he's like, oh, I guess they can see because they clearly turned off their power, I guess. And he fucks off somewhere. But he'll come back. Don't mind you. He'll come back. So meanwhile, they then keep going. They end up, they get to their spot, minus, several thousand people. And they get there and they're like, Monkey, go inside. But Monkey don't want to go in cave because he want to go home. Because these people just threw them into an ice desert. And this is not where Monkey wants to be. And then Lady lies to him about, maybe, if we tell him that his family's in the power, that he will want to go.
His family is in the power.
Yes, Gabe. His
Rest in power.
monkey's in the power. Listen, keep with it, damn it.
Did you just Wakanda?
Oh, fuck, I completely forgot about what's-her-face. What's-her-face?
The girl?
Yes. What's-her-face? Yes, this bitch. Okay, her plus Conspiro.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the bitch that was with them in
No.
the
That's other bitch. This is what's-her-face.
That's right, L.
Yes, L. Them and Conspiro and Forgettable Friend, FF.
And not Ned.
FF.
Not Ned.
Meanwhile, they
Firefest.
are doing some weird shit. They meet up, I guess, because they got to talk to this. What was it called again, class?
HDL class?
Or it's like
some
Talking
sort
Truth or something?
Oh,
The
Titan
podcast.
Talk.
Titan Truth or Titan.
Titan Truth Talk.
Titan. Okay.
Talk.
This podcaster, whatever, who's a janitor or engineer, mind you, at the Pensacola place, was like, "Yo, what if we were like opened an elevator, and they managed to get back into that Pensacola plant, and then they take this elevator, pretend this is going like really far down, 33 floors, and they were like, well, there's this big facility and shit, and they're like, whoa, what is all this? And they just, walk around, like, because there's no security, obviously, and they just walk into this fucking freight carrier thingy-mabobber that's got a bunch of motherfucking what class?
Skull crawler eggs.
Yes, skull crawler eggs. What are they for? We don't know yet, but we eventually find out for, I guess, reasons. And then they're like, oh, the doors get shut on them. And then the thing starts moving. Moving. It now goes across the planet. Accurate representation.
They literally dug a hole to China.
They dug a hole to China. How did they do it out of the Pacific? I don't know. But they did. Damn it, they did. From Pensacola, Florida, to Hong Kong. And now they're... Okay, pretend this is China. There's a pyramid, by the way. That's important for later. So, meanwhile, okay, that's where they're currently at. They're going 1,000,000 miles per hour. I think 700 whatever miles per hour around the Earth, and they're just chilling in it, okay? Meanwhile, cutting back to this, monkey going to cave. They're like, he'll be the guide. He's the key. We go through. They're like, he'll just know the way. Our heaves, more like me after this movie want to throw up. We go through the hole, and then we get some weird Doctor Strange type shit that happens as they proceed to go a fraction of the speed of the light this way.
Don't forget the portal.
Yeah, oh, right. There's portals. It's not just a hole. Later we'll figure out we could just make a hole if you want to. But we're not there yet. That's where's Godzilla? Godzilla comes back into play. So they go, they get all this weird shit, and they do this big, King Kong fights the monsters, whatever, get to see some new thingies. But they're like giant cobras almost.
They're
that
like
can fly. Yeah.
Cobra.
Cobra flies.
I like cobras.
But it's cool because like their head,
I like cobats better.
like their hoods can fly and shit.
Yeah,
It's cool. They kill them, whatever. He almost gets bodied by them unless they didn't have help from the humans.
He literally would have
Another reason why humans are just the best. I'm sorry.
Okay, so moving on, they finally get to main.
We literally made Godzilla better than Godzilla.
They finally get to here, right?
The power.
Blah 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 blah. They get to the power. Cuts back to these fuckers in Hong Kong at the pyramid. So they're here and they're just like, yo, let's just walk around and take a tour. They're like, shit, fam, let's do it. So they go and they walk around and they find the fucking power source, like a King Ghidorah's head, because then we theorize how that was going to be a thing in this movie, and obviously it was, and how they're using it as like a psionic.
How did they get it though from the fucking
Big brain.
eco-terrorists?
Big brain.
How did they get it from the eco-terrorists though? The
Psionic
eco-terrorists bought it at the end of the
Charles Dance didn't want to be in these movies, so he sold it to Apex.
That makes sense.
Yes. Yes.
Tywin
wasn't having this shit.
Tywin paid his debt.
So they have these big brain psionic ways that they link up with Mechagodzilla. Our buddies who are taking a tour or whatever walk into the pen of the testing ground of Mechagodzilla, underground, mind you, another enormous fucking facility that's just opens up a skull crawler, Mechagodzilla just tears it in half. But, it powers down. What's the problem? It needs juice. It needs his juice. Where's the juice? In the power. They need the power to get his juice for Mechagodzilla so he can do his thingies. All right, cutting back to the power. They're in here, and they're running around, and then they're finally getting to some weird... Shut up. We get to, like, this mountain thingy, right? And then it looks like Kong's hand.
I know this one. That's where the lights touch the earth, and you can turn into a bear there. I know that one.
Thank you, Coda. Very cool. Otherwise, moving on. They're at this, like, mountain thingy. He switches sides, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
He inverts it again.
I made that joke during the minutes class.
Meanwhile, it is daytime this entire time in here, and there's no sun, so there's that.
Where's the core of the earth?
No, see, they made
There is no core. They lied to you.
No, see, there's a portal that leads directly to the sun, and it's just always open. So
There's a sun is on the inside of our planet.
That's right, and we're all just in a big dome reflecting.
What?
It makes
The center.
it makes no it makes so much nonsense that
That
it might
could be
just
in
make
this movie.
sense.
It could just be in this
Anyways, they finally come to this like building, whatever that Kong puts his hand on. He opens the doors,
Yeah,
whatever.
also, how was the building constructed? Did the Kongs actually fucking make the building?
That's the only logical explanation.
Oh, so he goes
Okay.
in, whatever. They're walking around until you see like a big playground, and there's like this axe on the ground. And it's like a bone, and it's got like a Godzilla plate. And yeah, so he's now Thor, and when he puts it into the slot, it like you get a circular thingy of Godzilla to like pop up on the ground that all lights up, and now Godzilla, who's here now. Oh no, he does a full Yui. Where was he? He goes here.
He's in
Yeah.
China.
Oh my God! What did he do to Africa?
No, he was like here, and then just like whoop, went that way. Anyways,
He went through the portal.
yeah. So now he's super pissed off because he feels like the power or whatever is being used. So now he just starts going through the earth with his fucking breath. And it's insane. Like, and he's just doing this.
He literally just cuts through the planet's Earth, the Earth, and goes.
What is the? Okay, let's say minus. How many miles do we want to give the power?
Remember, they said they
It
were
was
traveling.
really big.
They said
No.
They,
Height. I don't care about like around. I'm talking about there to there.
Could you fit High Charity in it?
Yeah, you could fit High Charity in it easily.
Uh,
But what makes sense? Like, is it really Hollow Earth?
we could say for the sake of brevity that it is as large as the core of the planet.
Because if anything,
Well, Kong fell for a while.
no, is it really Hollow?
He literally fell 1,000 miles.
Guys,
they went 1,000 miles in
it's
2
more
seconds.
like this. It's more like this. We now have this and then that, and
Yeah.
he can jump in between because he's got that right,
Uh-huh.
right, mountains, whatever. Avatar, whatever. Godzilla's doing his fucking breath attack
So if we want to,
through all of the Earth.
if we want to equate the hollow Earth to the diameter of the core, it's 2,900 kilometers or 1,800 miles.
Wait, what?
The diameter
If
of the
the
core
hollow
of the
Earth
Earth.
is
If
the
we're
core
relating
of the Earth.
the size of the hollow
Okay,
Earth
it is.
to the core of the Earth,
See, but the thing is, that's not it because we have.
no, that's like the main, like just the main part, just the main part.
I know,
of the hollow.
but there's like this is a core, but we want the surface of the because we'd be right here. We want the outside bit. So maybe I don't know.
So 2,000? We want to say like 2,000 miles?
I need a picture of the Earth. Show the like cross layer, whatever. Anyway, it's probably several thousand miles. He just breath attacks through, mind you, in like a couple minutes.
Here's your picture, Joe.
Thank you.
Core.
Yeah,
Things
yeah,
to
yeah.
I have it up on the.
Yeah, no, I already got him a picture.
Yeah, yeah. So, thank you, class. Inner core, I'd say, is like the outer bit.
Can you show it to the camera, sir?
It's kind of a small picture, but the inner core is most likely the outside bit of the hollow Earth, right?
Okay.
So whatever that diameter is, and we could subtract that from the diameter and half it to get the distance from there, the crust, to here, okay? And that's, of course it's in a straight line, mind you. It's not like
They are, in fact, directly on top of each other and underneath each other.
Monkey Hometown is right underneath Hong Kong.
Of course.
Dude, those sly dogs. They put it under Hong. Okay, moving on. Moving
Oh,
on.
I get it. Hong Kong.
Yes.
That's why he's called Kong. They were
Okay.
like, we're going to name you
Right,
after a
right.
Chinese city.
Mind you, okay, so now there's now
That
this
just means sister Hong.
there's now this hole. There's now a hole
They
here.
named him Kong before the...
Mind you, forget how many fuck ton metric tons of rock just got moved or destroyed,
Displaced, melted.
displaced, or what that does. There's now a hole here. Kong, whoop, just Mario, whoop, 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 with his axe, now going towards the surface. I'm not sure how it's falling or rising in style because he's now going.
Doesn't he eventually flip?
No, he's falling.
Yeah.
And then he's going all the way up. But there's rocks falling this way. But you're having rocks going that way, but you're also having him falling that way.
Did we explain that gravity inverts once you dig deep enough into bedrock?
gravity, I guess, does invert, but I don't get how that makes sense. How it can just decide to switch. It can invert, I guess, once you pass the core, because now you're going to go this way, and that way, and that way. But you're still on this side. You're not on the core. Never mind. Okay, so he's going out. Godzilla, he's really angry. He's really angry out here. And they have a fight. And boy, do they fuck up Hong Kong royally. And man, it's like, wow. You know, round one, cool. Big G-Man. G-Man. Round two, it was like, oh, after it ended, you know, fucking Quack is like, oh, round two, Kong for the win, when he just pushes Godzilla into a fucking building. I'm like, sir, you're caring about tallies? Do you know how many people are fucking dead?
A lot of tallies.
How many people died in 9/11?
A lot of tallies.
About 3,000.
3,000? How much bigger was this than 9/11?
Several thousand times.
My God.
Oh,
At the very minimum. Search of the population of Hong
I'm
Kong.
already doing it.
What? Papa Hong Kong.
7.5 million.
Hong Kong.
7.5 million people live in Hong Kong.
7.5 million. Really? I thought it was more.
Yeah. No, more people live in New York. 8.4 million live in New York. There's 7.5 million people living in
The
New York.
largest
guess it's
city
what-
in the
I guess-
world is Tokyo.
I guess it was just with China, there's just so many million cities. It's like,
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
7.5 million people live in Hong Kong. At least half of them are dead.
Yeah?
Yep. Because there was no warning.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Oh yeah. So they're all fighting around whatever. Meanwhile, my bad. I gotta backtrack a bit. The bad people that were with Quack and what's her face? No, what's her face? Other lady, bitch, were here and they were like, oh yeah, we can't just take property. You can't take the power. It's like, capitalism. And they just
The power!
And while they're trying to escape, decide to shoot at King Kong, which you know they get crushed. Obviously, but somehow they can download the sample on the DL, even though it's a rock or whatever.
They literally fucking 3D printed
They
this
just
shit.
downloaded electricity.
They used their internet.
They
gas.
downloaded the power. Download the power, okay? We download the power. And then that was the key for Mechagodzilla being able to wake up. So now Big M is awake. And he's like, oh, somehow his new battery is, you know, bad, I guess. Because, you know, you injected Godzilla into it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
makes sense. Sounds good to me.
I guess. So now Big M, he breaks out of his facility, kills the leader of...
Kills leader.
Yeah. Kills leader guy of Apex. And now, meanwhile, we have the peanut gallery in there with the systems. Peanut gallery is, what's her face, FF and Conspiro. Because that's the peanut gallery. They're just chilling in the Hong Kong Mechagodzilla planet. Meanwhile, he charges out and starts fighting. Oh, my bad. I keep getting ahead of myself because this movie was literally a fucking rush. Yeah, meanwhile, the round two of Kong, whatever, Godzilla royally fucks up Kong. He gets a burned shoulder, dislocated, crushed ribs. Like, the dude is out, and Godzilla just walks away.
So really, round two also went to Godzilla.
Yeah, G-Man. That's a yeah.
2-0.
So now
decisive victory.
Godzilla's just wandering around Hong Kong, and then
Well, it's
Big
a
M
victory.
is like, he doesn't like that, and he proceeds to, you know, start to royally fuck up Godzilla by himself. Meanwhile, then we go back to Quack and not what's her face, bitch and little kid, and they're like, oh, Kong dying, his heartbeat slow, and they're like, they're gonna use these heaves, and they're gonna resuscitate Kong after getting royally whipped by the G-Man. Royally whipped. And so now they essentially do, I don't know what. They EMP him? Did they just...
They used reverse gravity technology to...
They exploded his heart, and it got it starting again. It was like a
We had
defibrillator.
to kill him so he could respawn.
I don't know, dude. I could follow. So they use the heave, whatever. They resuscitates Kong. He slams his shoulder into a building to relocate it, which is kind of badass. It was kind of cool. And then he grabs the axe, proceeds to join Big M and Big G who are having a
G and
smackdown
Big M.
of the century in Hong Kong, laying waste to more people. And they have a cool fight. Kind of everything. See, the discrepancies with this, they're moving too fast. Class, were they moving too fast?
Yes, Professor.
Yes, they were moving so fucking fast. You remember when Godzilla decided to kind of pick up speed and he charged into Ghidorah and there was a shockwave?
Yeah, they fucking collided.
And there was none of that in this movie? Okay, so now moving on. Yeah, Godzilla and Kong, they're doing really good against Big M. But they're like, oh, Peanut Gallery, they can do something. They can hack into the download and get the power back, right? But shut off the power. So now what they do is they take Conspiro's drink, to remind him of his dead wife, mind you, and they pour it on the power. They pour it on the power, and that shuts off Big M. And now, or messes with him? I don't know. They poured a single malt whiskey into a vent, and that shut off the supercomputer that was powering Mecha Godzilla. Yeah, take it what you will. And now Big M's like having problems, and then the King Kong and Godzilla start fucking him up, and then Monkey dismantles him, and then he's like, ugh, time to take a nap. Godzilla's like, nah, I'm just gonna dip. but thanks anyways, I guess. And they just part ways. And now Monkey is in the power. Fuck this movie, dude.
We need to sit back down and talk about
What am I looking at here?
This was...
What am I looking at?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That was good job.
Godzilla.
Fucking hats off to Joe.
Oh.
God, good job.
I had to backtrack a couple times because, oh my god.
Joe, would you like to do the sign off?
I think that, yeah, no, he said everything
This
we
was
needed
the
to say.
custodian.
Thank you for watching.